The NBA has been on the basketball equivalent of cocaine for the past 24 hours. So many crazy things are happening. So we're making a video seeing how Chris Paul will be on the Warriors, Jordan Poole with the Wizards, Kristaps on the Celtics, Marcus Smart making me cry and being a Grizzly. Not only that, though, every player who got traded the last few days, I'm going to make a 90 overall, up their shot tendency, and let them be that guy on their new team. Not a normal what-if simulation, but I want to keep it popping, keep it different. Everyone's going to be making videos about these new trades. Porzingis, bam, 90 overall, 100 shot tendency. Welcome to the Celtics. Oh, what's that? Chris Paul, same thing. Boom. Now, the Wizards have 4 of those dudes. They have a starting 5 of 90s, basically, plus Kyle Kuzma. We haven't even done the draft or free agency, so their team could get a lot better or a lot worse. But we're going to simulate, see what happens with free agency. I'll let 2K decide that. I'm not going to go and try to predict every single draft and all the different free agent signings and the other trades we might get. We're just going to test out, see how these guys do on their new teams. Everyone kind of gets a boost when they go to a new team, or they start off slow. So in this universe, we're going to pretend, oh, whoa, new franchise, new change of scenery. I'm about to be a hooper. Jordan Poole to the Wizards isn't a bad pickup. I won't lie, but like, why do you need Chris Paul on the Warriors? He's so old that I made him a 90 and he went back down to an 87 in the offseason because he just quite literally doesn't want to play basketball anymore. At least in 2K. In real life, he still wants that ring, but in 2K, he old, he aging, he's like a grandpa. Let me know down below, out of these 4 teams, which team you think will have the better record next season in the NBA. And if any of these guys stand out as a championship contender to you. You think the Warriors are going to win another title, continue their great history with Curry being on the team, winning more rings, or the Celtics going to get banner 18, the Grizzlies, Ja Morant's out, but maybe they can pull it together. I don't know. The Wizards, though, let's be honest, the Wizards might not make playoffs for another decade or so. Ja Morant's going to come back from his suspension and somehow win MVP, even though it's not going to be possible because he's suspended 25 games. The new rules, you have to play, I think it's what, 65 games to even be considered for MVP. So in real life, this is impossible, but in simulation, it happened. 31-7-11. Victor, Rookie of the Year for the Spurs. Are you surprised? He's about to get drafted in like 4 hours. Ben Simmons, 6th Man of the Year for the Nets. Giannis is your Defensive Player of the Year. Chris Middleton just declined his player option. He might go back to the Bucks. He might not. Nobody knows. Darius Garland, Most Improved. And Quinn Snyder, Coach of the Year. Yep, Quinn Snyder with the Hawks did better than a Wizards team with 4 90s overall. That's nuts. Victor makes the 2nd team as a rookie. LaMelo Ball, Julius Randle, and Mike Muscala makes the All-NBA 3rd team. Out of everyone we boosted their overalls, out of everyone we made a 90 overall, he was the only one to go out and hoop. 22 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, and 2.3 blocks. That's pretty solid. I'm not gonna lie. We got the Grizzlies as the 4th seed, the Warriors as the 1, the Wizards as the 3, and Boston at the 2, which means if everything goes right in this first round, we'll have both of them match up against each other, and the Wizards ruined it. They got eliminated, which is crazy. 4 90 overalls on that team, and you still can't win. Muscala had 45, Jordan Poole had 40, but it wasn't enough to beat Cam Reddish and Fred VanVleet. I wonder where Fred VanVleet's gonna go. We still haven't figured that out. I kind of completely forgot that he's even a free agent this year, and he's a pretty big name free agent along with Draymond Green. The Memphis Grizzlies got swept by the Golden State Warriors. MVP Ja and Marcus Smart were not good enough. Marcus averaged 24 points this season, 31 in playoffs. Chris Paul this season averaged 24, 5, and 10. In the playoffs, he's averaging 11 assists, 3 steals, and 25 points, so he really wants a ring chase this year. I think that's the main reason the Warriors got him, is to help him win his final championship. Who knows if they actually get it this year? I wouldn't be too upset about it. Obviously, I would prefer Boston, and I don't know. I just want to make sure that the Marcus Smart trade was worth it. I love Porzingis. Don't get me wrong. I think he's going to be good on the team, but I hope it results in a championship ring because I wanted Smart on this team. But it's okay. I get it. Basketball is basketball. 24-7. No steals. No, well, I mean, like, he got some steals, and he's averaging 1 in the playoffs, so he'll be all right. We might get Golden State versus Boston in the finals just like a few years ago. Honestly, I like it. Give us the rematch. It's not going to happen, though, because Cleveland's up 3-2 on us. They beat us in 6. I don't understand how a bunch of teams can gang 90s and still not make the finals, but it's okay. We got the Nuggets versus the Cavs. The Cavs sweep the Nuggets. Okay, Donovan Mitchell, go crazy. In the offseason, they re-signed him to a 3-year deal, so we're set. Porzingis is staying. That's a good trade. Marcus Smart, 2nd best player on the Grizzlies. He's sticking around, but Chris Paul has retired. That's right. He played 1 single season for this Warriors franchise and said, nah, I'm out. We didn't win a ring. The Wizards have 3 of their 90s, which means 1 of them left. I wonder what team it's for. Tyus Jones has gone to the Raptors. That's crazy. The Raptors were pretty decent this season. Now they got Tyus Jones as a 90. He said, nah, I don't really care for Washington. I'll go hang out in the cold with Drake. Either way, it's time for the 2nd season. All 4 teams are still pretty decent. They should at least make playoffs. The Warriors do scare me a little. Only 1 year for Chris Paul. And in real life, who knows if Chris Paul even stays there? They might flip him again. I doubt it, though. And honestly, who knows if he even, like, stays in the league next year? Like, maybe he decides this is his final season. It's his go-home tour. He retires after a failed season with the Warriors. It could very much happen, and well, it happened in this universe, so it's possible. LaMelo Ball finally gets healthy. That's a new thing for the Ball family. Shout out to LeVar, by the way, one of the most genius dads in sports history. Either way, LaMelo Ball MVP 30 and 12. DJ Wagner's your rookie of the year. Sixth man of the year is Amen Thompson. That's kind of cool. Would have expected him to be a little better by his second season, but I guess not. Giannis is defensive player of the year again. Jaden Ivey most improved. Coach of the year, Joe Mazzulla, our guy. That means the Celtics and KP did good. Tatum made the second team, but so did Tyus Jones of the Raptors. 29 points this season with 10 assists, 1.6 steals. Marcus Smart made the All-NBA third team as well. Him and LeBron are on the same level of basketball now. How crazy is that? He's averaging 26, 6, and 9 with 2 steals. No KP anywhere. Chris Paul retired, and the Warriors got knocked out in the play-in. They kind of suck. The Wizards are the second seed. The Boston Celtics are the first seed, so hopefully they both move on. I know the Wizards lost last year. It's not going to happen this year. I lied, actually. I'm a big liar. I don't know anything about basketball. Quinn Snyder is too good to be true. He beat us in 5, and then we got the Wizards losing to Cleveland, who just won a championship in 6. So now our only hope is Marcus Smart and Ja Morant. And honestly, I like that. I like those odds, all right? They're playing the Pelicans, Brandon Ingram, Mariah Mills, you know the crew. Ja Morant just had 30, 12, and 17 in Game 5. They're going to the finals. We got John Collins, the finals MVP, instead of Trae Young taking on Ja Morant. Marcus Smart, if you win a championship right here, I wouldn't even be upset that you left the Celtics. As long as you get your ring, my boy, that's all I care about. You gotta have some success. Apparently, none of these trades do anything, and you also gotta realize I made them 90 overalls. I made them better than they actually will be when they play for these teams, and it's still doing nothing for them. They're still not winning championships, and I know 2K is not a good equivalent to compare real-life basketball to. I'm not stupid, but that's the job. That's me. That's that whole entertainment aspect. But so far in the first 2 seasons, none of these 4 teams who have just made some major moves have won a title. It's a little sad. So going into season 3 and the final season, we gotta see somebody succeed, someone do something crazy. I kind of want to see a jump in as well. I'm not gonna lie. Gallinari is getting older though, so he's dropping in overall. The Wizards aren't gonna stay that great for long, but at least they have Jordan Poole. The Warriors, god awful. All they got is Kuminga and Steph Curry. And you know what? Because I keep seeing the meme everywhere, I know it's not true, but we're making Jordan Kuminga 7-1, okay? Andre Iguodala made the joke, and then Kendrick Perkins thought it was real, and the media's a mess. I don't care. Marcus Smart slowly going down in overall. He's old as well, but Porzingis, hey, he's 30 years old. He's still slowly going up. The Celtics got a nice big 3. They also have one of my favorite players of all time in Jordan Nwora, so hey, at least we replaced Smart with another long-time little codeine guy. Now we just need Jared Sullinger to join the team, become a cheerleader, do something crazy like that. I would probably pay like $700 to see Jared Sullinger in the middle of TD Garden with some pom-poms and a little cheerleader outfit going, "Go Celtics!" It'd be the funniest thing I've ever seen. Don't know if I need to call up Mr. Beast to get the money to make that happen, but one day it will happen. LaMelo Ball wins MVP once again, 31 and 13 with 2 steals. That's crazy. Trey Johnson, Rookie of the Year and 6th Man of the Year. Okay, Victor, defensive and most improved, Isaiah Collier. He's playing with Victor, so the Spurs are solid. Porzingis makes the All-NBA third team, so I'm happy. At least someone who made it. No one else from the video that we've made better has made a team right now, except Porzingis, KP, 92, the Latvian GOAT. The Grizzlies didn't even make the playoffs. The Celtics are the 5th seed, and Washington is the 6th seed. And we're playing Cleveland and Atlanta, who always have our numbers, especially in simulation. Atlanta beat the Wizards in 5. The Celtics are going to lose, and we're going until one of these 4 teams win a championship. There's no way they made all of these trades just to be bums. So here we go, another season to find out who wins. Cade Cunningham, Finals MVP, good for you. If you want a team update, pretty much every single team, all the 4 teams we've watched, they made no improvements whatsoever. So this might be another sad season. I'm not gonna lie. Can we just talk about how this Chris Paul trade makes 0 sense whatsoever? Like, they're not gonna play Chris Paul and Curry next to each other. And do you really see Chris Paul wanting to come off the bench? I mean, maybe he'll accept his role, kind of like Carmelo Anthony did a few years ago. But it's gonna be weird seeing Chris Paul be the leader of a second unit on the Warriors. And if you remember the Houston Rockets, Chris Paul, Steve Kerr meme, like, there's so many weird things going in between this trade besides the fact that it's Chris Paul for Jordan Poole. The NBA is wild, and I think we're just starting one crazy offseason. By the way, the Warriors won 159-100 against the Cavs. That's okay, cool. We can't beat the Cavs in playoffs, but we can dominate them right then. LaMelo Ball has officially cemented himself as one of the greatest point guards ever. 3 straight MVPs is nuts. Nathan Gibson, you're not even a real player. I hit auto-generated because I didn't really care. Montas, 6th Man of the Year, defensive Victor, most improved Bronny for the Kings. I mean, I guess the son of the king going to the Kings is kind of cool. Rashard Lewis, Coach of the Year for the Pistons. So what? All right, cool. cool. I'll let that rock. I'm not even gonna complain. I'm not gonna say anything. Tatum on the 3rd team. We also got Taylor Hendricks for the Wizards. He's not even one of the 3 I made good, but he's still there. Memphis Grizzlies are the 8th seed, Golden State at the 2, Celtics at the 2, and the Wizards didn't even make the playoffs this year, which is a little upsetting, but it's okay. First round, are we all moving on? No, the Bulls beat us. The Grizzlies are the only team. The 8th seed was the only team to move on. Ja Morant still isn't good enough, though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's impossible. I don't know what's wrong with our 4 teams, but they're getting whooped. Cade Cunningham versus Victor, who's winning the title. It's gonna go to Cade. Honestly, Pistons versus Spurs could be a very realistic finals in a few years. I'm not gonna lie. Cade Cunningham's about to hoop next season. Everyone's gonna be like, what? I didn't know he could do this. And then I'll be like, yeah, he's a hooper. You guys just didn't know because he was injured. Shout out to Cam Thomas, by the way. He averaged like 40 points over the span of a week and then never played basketball again. Poor guy. Speaking of the Spurs and random point guards, y'all remember Josh Primo? The Celtics team is pretty much the same, except now they have Carson Wallace. They drafted him a few years ago, and he's really blossoming into a great point guard, so maybe he's the Marcus Smart replacement. I don't know. Also, Malcolm Brogdon's still on this team, even though I feel like we're definitely still trading him. There's no way he's going to want to play for us after we try to trade him. Marcus Smart's an 85 over on the Grizzlies, but he's been averaging 20 points, so he's still playing pretty good. The Warriors are still the same. If no one wins a championship, I'm going to stop spectating them this season because Curry's like about to retire. He's 39 years old. Nobody cares about old Curry. Not even Aisha. She don't even care about young Curry. She out here cheating on him on national television. Crazy stuff, right? Victor got sick of seeing LaMelo Ball up here, so he went ahead and took MVP for himself. 24, 12, and 2. Jamal McKnight, Matas, don't care. Chet? Oh my god, I haven't heard from Chet in so long. I kind of forgot he was a basketball player. Hopefully he comes back and is healthy and plays good. Joe Mazzulla went 68 and 14. He hooped this season. Do we have any players? Tyus Jones is back on the 2nd team, averaging 24 and 10 with 2 steals. He had one season where he averaged 29 and 11 and he didn't make a 1st team. That's actually kind of shocking. We also got Tatum and Porzingis right next to each other on the All-NBA 3rd team, both averaging around 20 points. Grizzlies are the 4th seed. We got Golden State at 2, Boston at 1, and Washington at 6. I'm just going to simulate through the 1st round. That's what we've been doing this whole time because we are not good. By we, I mean some of the teams. Washington got bounced. Everyone else moved on. How about the 2nd round? Is everyone else moving on? Yes. Memphis versus Golden State over here. It's basically Curry versus Ja Morant. Marcus Smart now comes off the bench. Jonathan Kuminga's an 87. You know, fun little things over here. Boston, we're hopefully going to just smack the Bulls. I don't want to make this a close series. Honestly, who do they even have? DeMar DeRozan's old rotting corpse? Probably. Nope, never mind. Completely wrong. They got Luka, Collins, Sexton, Lonzo Ball. They got Keegan Murray. They got a good team, dude. Oh, wait, this is Chris Murray, not Keegan Murray. His brother, his little brother. We're going to get a Golden State versus Celtics matchup here in the finals for the last season of the video. Carson Wallace is stepping up. He's better than KP and JT. And then we got old man Steph Curry, who's probably going to ruin the Celtics' day for the final time before he retires. Nope, never mind. Celtics get their revenge and sweep. Celtics are your champions. KP, JT, JB, all of the 2 initial dope guys on the team win a title. That's it for the simulation. Hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe. More videos coming this offseason. Appreciate y'all. Peace.